I got a Daisy feeling. I got a Daisy feeling. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? I am Andrew Flash Gordon, and I'm joined by my co-host Imtiaz. Imtiaz, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm going to be doing better in a second when we start this amazing trailer, because I heard this film is outstanding. It is called KANTARA. Did I say that
yes,
right? Okay.
KANTARA.
KANTARA official trailer. It has already come out, as y'all know, September 30th, 2022. So let's take a look and see what all the hype is about.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited to see the trailer on this one. I've heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
Starring Rishab Shetty, I believe.
Yes.
And yeah, let's go.
ಒಂದು ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ರಾಜ ಇದ್ದಂತೆ. ಅವನು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಲ್ಲಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ವಿಶಾಲವಾದ ಭೂಮಿನ ತನ್ನ ಊರಿನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಟ್ನಂತೆ.
ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಜಾಗವನ್ನು ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದೈವ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ತಪ್ಪಿದಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ.
I'm loving these shots. Oh, whoa. That is cool. It's very visceral.
ಈಗ ಗದ್ದೆಗೆ ಇಳಿಯುತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ಕೋಣಗಳು ಕಾಡುಬೆಟ್ಟು ಶಿವಣ್ಣನವರು.
Whoa.
ನಿಮ್ ಶೋಕಿ ಆಚರಣೆಗಳಿಂದ ಕಾಡಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
ಶೋಕಿ ನಿಗಳೇ ಶೋಕಿ ಅಂತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳು ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಾ?
ಯಾಕೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅನಾಥ ಆಗೋ ಕಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಆದೇಶ. ನಮ್ ಗಾಡಿ ಸುತ್ತಳತೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ.
Oh, no. Oh.
ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬರೋದು ನಿನ್ನೊಳಗಿನ ಕಿಚ್ಚಿನಿಂದ, ಆದರೆ ನಿನ್ನೊಳಗಿನ ಕಿಚ್ಚು ನಿನ್ನನ್ನೇ ತೊಡೆದಿರಲಿ.
ಶಿವ ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿಸಿಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಸರ್.
ಏ ಶಿವ, ನಿಂದೊಂದು ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಬೈಕಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರಿ ಓಡಾಡಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೆ.
ಬೀಡಿ ವಾಸನೆ ಬರ್ತು.
ತೊಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಅದಿದ್ದು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಬಂದು ಸಾಕ್ತ.
Oh, no.
ಸಂಬಳ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ್ದು, ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯ.
ಮರಗಳು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋ ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರೆಪ್ಯುಟೇಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಶಿಕಾರಿನೂ ಜ್ವರ ನಡೀತಿದೆ.
ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗೋ ಒಂದ್ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಾಣಿಸಿದ್ರು ಏರೋಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಹತ್ಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು.
ಇಡೀ ಊರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾರೆ.
Wow.
Oh, it's written and directed by
Wow, interesting. I definitely want to react to that with you, but I definitely want to know in the comment section if you guys want us to react to that. But
Yeah.
what did you think of the trailer?
First and foremost, let's talk about how beautiful the shots are in this movie. I mean, from the action sequences to every moving shot, I was like glued to the screen. I mean, I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Story-wise, honestly, I don't know which direction this is going, and it's in a good way.
Yeah.
They kept it very vague. I don't know if it will be a very good comparison, but you recently watched Pushpa, right?
I did.
You know the conflict between the police officer and the main character?
I really was thinking a little bit about that, but continue your point.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of hint of it, but there's no similarity between the two story-wise. Other than that, I mean, acting-wise, everybody looks great. Like they fit the character. Rishab Shetty, I mean, he's starring in the movie. He wrote it and directed it. I still haven't gotten my chance to watch it. I'd love to watch it with you. If you guys write it down in the comments if you'd like us to react to it.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. I would love to react to it with you as well. And you know what? Again, sorry about all the American film comparisons, and these are all in good ways. It reminds me when I see the star directing and producing and writing, or is that what he produced? Or he wrote and directed as well as starring in it.
It's actually produced by Hombale Films. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. The same group of people who's responsible for the movie KGF, if I'm not wrong.
I still haven't seen that. I've been seeing so many times in the comments that people want me to see that one, which I do want to see.
I'd love to watch it again.
Yeah. What I was going to say earlier is seeing, an actor being the writer and the director. Obviously, we've seen that in Hollywood, but I was like seeing a film like this that deals with the forest and the wilderness and all that and like going up against the system kind of a little bit didn't remind me of the film, just a little bit in terms of like the outdoor shots, but just with the action, the actor, the starring actor, like writing and directing, what Kevin Costner did in Dances with Wolves, and maybe also too a little bit of Mel Gibson in Braveheart. So I'm getting a little tinge of like that with the writing and directing and that guy starring in it, because I mean, it's hard enough to do one of those jobs, but to do 3 of those jobs, I love a good story where like the main character is fighting back against the corrupt system type. I can find those stories to be very compelling. And just again, from the little glimpses that we got in the trailer, it felt like it was going to be. And I like also too that we got that villainous type of cop right there. It looks like they're going to be, good yin and yang for each other, if you will. I loved a lot of the cinematography. The action set pieces looked interesting. Dealing with animals is never an easy thing. So I'm curious to see how the film is going to work with that. Obviously, we know that pays a very important thing to the main character, just the forest in general, and then the animals. And I'm curious, like, what his ties are to that whole thing and why it's so important to him. I don't know too much about the story, but I have a little bit of an idea of what the motivations are for the characters without knowing too much.
Correct.
And that makes me like, okay, this is the type of tease I want. Like, I want to get, I know I'm ready to get invested in this type of story. It looks good, and it looks freaking gorgeous. I mean, there's some, go ahead.
I recently watched an interview with Rishab Shetty in Actors Roundtable or Directors Roundtable, and he was mentioning about the budget of the films, about the number of crews that he was working with, and I still haven't had the chance to watch the trailer or the teaser until right now, and I appreciate it more about the hurdles he was mentioning in the interview that they had to go through, I mean, budget-wise and everything, and honestly, I don't see it on the screen, which is a good thing. Yeah. Like, they used up every possible thing that they had in their disposal to put it all in the frame.
Definitely, and I love directors, like whether it's a limited budget or a big budget, when they can figure out a way to get shots done and make the story work. Like, again, really quick, sorry to always get in comparison games, but that's like when I hear stories like that, I like to play the comparison game. What James Cameron did in the first Terminator film, like with that $8 million budget, and made it feel like at that time in '84, like a what, $40 or $50 million, which at that point in 1984, a $40 or $50 million budget film. I know today that's nothing for an American film, but back in 1984, that was a lot of money for a film, and that movie was like a B-list $7-8 million throwaway film. And James Cameron meticulously came up with shots. He made every shot count to the point where like it didn't feel like a $7-8 million film. So I can. Why I bring up the comparison there is what you just mentioned. Like, I can understand the point you're trying to make here is where whether it's a limited budget or having problems behind the scenes with producers or the production company. Like, no, this guy, even as an actor and the writer and director, he's gonna make every shot count and make it feel like grand and epic at the same point, no matter what the budget or the problems behind the scenes are. And I love when filmmakers can make something out of something that's tough or enough already. I mean, even when you got the budget and you got the story, it's still like to execute and put paper onto film, it's still not easy. Even if you got the winning formula in front of you, you still got to execute. But then when you put in all the stuff that you put, it's like, oh my God, that just makes it a lot harder.
I'm more excited now to watch the film.
Again, this trailer got me amped up. I want to see it, but we want to know from you guys. Let us know in the comments. First of all, without going to spoilers, because we do check the comments, please don't let us know what happens, because if we do decide to react to it, we don't want to know, of course, so we can give you a genuine reaction as always. What did you think of this movie, first of all? And second of all, do you want Imtiaz and I to react to it? If we get enough comments, I'm sure that Jabby will consider it, and we will consider it as well, of course. And would love to hear from you guys. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and hit that like button so you can let YouTube know that you are enjoying what you're watching. I'm Andrew Flash Gordon. This is
Imtiaz.
We'll see you guys next time.